Okay guys, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time. And in this episode, we're finally going to start heading off on our task to save Hyrule by collecting the spiritual stones. Input told us to head towards Kakariko Village a couple videos ago, and I went and did some side quest stuff last game. But this episode, as you see, I'm running away from Hyrule Castle Town. There's the town. I'm crossing this bridge, and you can see Death Mountain off in the distance, and heading towards Kakariko Village. Now, one thing we're going to want to do, because there's some side stuff we're going to want to do in the village, is we want to enter at night. You can see the sun is starting to set, so I'm just going to hang out here on the steps until nighttime kicks in, and we'll just wait for the night to occur. Now, if you're coming from Kokiri Forest to get to Kakariko Village, you're just going to want to run straight. You can see it on the right side of the map there. Straight up, cross that bridge, and run up here. And there are the stall child, so that's how I know it's nighttime. So we're going to run into the village. It's a little smaller, a little less active than Hyrule Market Town for now. Later in the game, it'll be much more active. So let's talk to this guy. And I'm testing my courage. Yep. So he is our first clue that we should head to the graveyard. We'll do that very shortly. And this is what he'll say the rest of the game. He's a clock soldier. And it's 6:32. And talking about the graveyard, an old song of the royal family. So you want to head in at night, but you want to head in just as it's night, because between 6 and 9 there's a mini game we can play, and any other time you can't play the game. So let's talk to this guy. So we're a person, so we're disgusting too. I want you to remember this guy. We'll have a present for him later in the game. So one of the first things you want to do, you want to cut those bushes, turn around, face this tree, run into it, run away, and collect Gold Skulltula number 9. We're going to get 5, I believe, in this episode. So now that we have Gold Skulltula number 9, we're going to run up here and go to the right. And here's another Gold Skulltula. It's Gold Skulltula number 10. Thanks for hitting, thick bag. Okay, so we got Gold Skulltula number 10. Now it's off to get number 11. Go around here. And one thing you may notice is last episode ended, and I only had about 9 rupees. And you can see in the lower left-hand side, I now have 99. That's because for the heart piece I want to get later, we're going to need a lot of rupees, but I'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so there we go. This is Gold Skulltula number 12. And just in case you didn't really see where I went, I'm on this little, I guess it's supposed to be like a construction plot right here, a house that might be being built. I don't remember if it actually is built later in the game, but oh well, I digress. Actually, I don't think that was number 12, I think that was number 11. Now I'm all screwed up. Yep, okay, number 11. So number 12 we're going to get over here. And we're going to climb all the way up to get this Skulltula token. And if you're asking why we're bothering to kill all these Gold Skulltulas, it's because every 10 that you kill, you get an item, and there's a couple rare items that you get. And then, and that's, if you kill 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, you get items. If you kill 100, you get something too. So that's why I'm doing the whole thing. And you can see we're really high up here. We're this village is kind of tucked into a mountain range. And if we want to hurt ourselves, we can backflip off the tower. And even though I was holding forward to roll, I still took damage. So, always remember that when you jump off, if you hold forward, you can roll and not take damage, but that's not always the case if it's really high. Let's get a couple of recovery hearts, get my health back up. So that was number 12. Gold Skulltula number 13 is right over here. This one you just have to kind of walk weird and you'll get the token. So that's 13. 14 we'll have to wait a little bit for, but not a big deal. So now that we have 10, even though we have 13, you can see the roll right there. Now that we have 10, we can go into this house right here, and this is the house of Skulltula. So we'll just run in the middle. What the hell are you? Yeah, that's not creepy at all, Nintendo. So let's talk to this guy. A spider's curse. You know, they never actually say which spider, cursed them. It's just a curse of a spider's. I don't think they actually ever get into the story of why they're cursed. Huh. I forget what the reward is for getting all Gold Skulltulas. I think it might just fill your wallet, which is kind of worthless later in the game, but it's kind of a point of pride thing to completely take care of that side quest. Yeah, okay, don't worry. Now, if you want to be an asshole, what you can do is swing your sword, hit this guy, go around behind him, and slash and make him scream. I don't know when I first found that, but don't do that. That's mean. He'll spin and hit you if you do that. Okay. Now that we've gotten 10, we can talk to his kid right here. What is he going to give us? He is going to give us the adult's wallet. So now we can carry 200 rupees, which you may need for the upcoming minigame we're about to play. Okay. So now that we're done here at night, now the rest of the stuff we want to do is in the graveyard. So we'll run to the graveyard. And I'm going to do everything except for one little side quest because that could take forever. So I want to get the other stuff done first. You can see the graveyard right here. And let's see, I believe it's actually the Royal Graveyard. So that's what we're going to take part in, his heart-pounding grave digging tour, which as you can see is from 6 to 9. Here lie the souls of those who swore fealty to the royal family of Hyrule. Oh, so it's like a Sheikah graveyard, not exactly the royal family graveyard, although I believe there is a royal tomb. Okay, so we're going to talk to him eventually. We'll just talk to him right now. Yep, we're kids, so don't mess around. He's the gravekeeper. His face is really creepy. So, yeah, he has this side business where you pay him rupees and he'll dig under the soil plots between the cobblestones. So, pretty much either nothing will happen when he digs, either rupees will come out, and there's one random spot where there's a piece of heart. And that is what we're going to do. That's one of the last things we're going to do here at nighttime. Unfortunately, this spot, you can see there's dirt right here, cobblestone here, and cobblestone here, so you'd want to have him dig here. Unfortunately, the spot is random, so you can go all the way around the graveyard, digging up every soil spot and not find it. People have emptied the entire Giant's Wallet, which is 500 rupees, without finding it. I usually find it pretty quick. I had to get about 400 rupees to find it in my playthrough beforehand. So we'll see what happens this time. And you can pull graves back. This one with the flowers in front, you can pull it back and reveal a path down. If you pull any other ones back, pretty much a Poe or a ghost will come out and try to hit you with their stupid lantern. So just pull this one back, and then we're going to pull that one back there in a minute. So drop down. And we're just going to run up here. Kick this open, and we're going to get a Hylian Shield. So it's a bigger shield, it's an adult shield. So we'll go here. We got our Deku shield right here. We'll equip the Hylian Shield. And you can see how big it is. One huge difference with this shield is that Link can't block. He could just kind of turtle and defend himself like that. So, anyway. But we will need that for going up Death Mountain, so I'll equip it now. And if you forget to do this part, there will be a guy saying, hey, why don't you stop by the store at Hyrule Market Town and buy a shield, which is 80 rupees and a ripoff. But we got it right there. So let's see. I don't want to drop down there yet. So what we're going to do is something I talked about last episode. You can see the Triforce symbol there. You can see the Triforce symbol there. Usually when you see a Triforce symbol like this, what you want to do is you want to pull out your Ocarina. So the stanza for notes appears, and that's obviously a key to play a song. Now usually when you see the Triforce symbol, it's going to be Zelda's Lullaby. So I just played Zelda's Lullaby, left up, right, left up, right. And now we'll get to see a nice little animation. Even though it's already storming, it's going to start storming heavier. It's a lot of lightning. That's probably not good. And boom goes the dynamite. That's not the first time Link's going to be blasted back in this game. There's an animation that has him getting thrown that's probably one of my favorite animations in the game itself. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to drop down this hole. And first, so we're in the Royal Family Tomb. First thing you want to do is there are keys, which are like bats hanging out on the walls. So I'm going to Z-target the keys before they can run around and hit them with my fairy slingshot. There's one over here. There's a lot of bones, and those aren't all human bones. One here, and one here. So you want to kill the 4 keys, and that's going to open up the door. Pick up those Deku Seeds, that rupee. Okay. So we're going to want to run in this room. And we're going to encounter a new enemy in this little room with the green acid and the green smoke. That is like acid there, it will burn you. And the new enemy that we're going to encounter is right there. They're called Red Dead. Now they absolutely suck as a kid because as you can see, they'll scream and they'll make you freeze. So your only goal is to button mash pretty much to get away from them. Now I might as well show it, so just so you guys know, I ran away. So they'll freeze you, and what they'll try to do is they'll pretty much Chris Hansen you. They'll pedal you to death. They'll jump on you, start humping you, and you just gotta button mash just to get away. So that happens with Red Deads. We'll encounter them as an adult, and they won't be as terrifying that time. So you just want to run through to this area, and you want to check out this wall. See the Triforce symbol there, and it looks like some musical notes. The poem is dedicated to the memory of the dearly departed members of the royal family. The rising sun will eventually set, a newborn's life will fade, from sun to moon, moon to sun, give peaceful rest to the living dead. Okay. Don't know if I'd call that a poem, but whatever. Huh, there's notes there. So it's the secret melody of the composer brothers. It's also known as the Sun Song. The Sun Song, basically what it'll do, you can play it at nighttime and it'll advance it to noon the previous day, or you can play it at daytime and it'll advance to midnight. And the Sun Song is right, down, up, repeated twice. So cool, we learned the Sun Song, and we'll bring the sun out. This will be a very important song that we'll use constantly throughout the game. Because like I said, Gold Skulltulas only appear at night, so we're going to be using this frequently to get Gold Skulltulas. So, restless souls wander where they don't belong, bring them calm with the Sun Song. Now that's a hint for going back out here. With all these Red Deads that can freeze you, make you really scared and freeze you. So all we do, we run out here, we play the Sun Song. And they're all frozen. It's not permanent. They will eventually get unfrozen, and if you attack them, they will unfreeze, and they're a pain in the ass as a kid. Eventually, we'll get better weapons as an adult. They'll be really easy. A pain in the ass as a kid. So now that we got the Sun Song, we're gonna run out here, and I think it's probably daytime. Yep. So now that it's daytime, we need to wait for it to be nighttime before the other stuff we can do in the graveyard. But unfortunately, if we play the Sun Song, it'll make it midnight, and we need Dampé around from 6 to 9. So, oh, talk to this little kid. Yeah, you're a little kid. You can't go on the heart-pounding grave-digging tour. And he's really upset that he's not scary. So he imitates Dampé. Huh, so he's irritated with his cute face. I wonder if there will be something in the game later that we can do about that. So this kid kind of sucks, because what if, let's say you wanted to try to pull this grave back, he'll yell at you. Okay. So what we're going to have, so there's one thing that we have to do during the day. Actually, two things that we're going to do during the day. And then I'll have to go outside and wait for it to be nighttime again. And that way we can get back into the graveyard when Dampé's there to do his grave digging tour, because that's the last thing I'm going to do, because it could take forever. So we got this weird lady here. Let's talk to her. Her chickens have all flown away. Yeah, sure, we'll round up your chickens. So not a lot going on in Kakariko Village today. Basically, there's a carpenter up front who says his workers don't want to work. His workers then say that the carpenter works them too hard. And I'm not really sure if there's a whole lot else that we can do. It's just a house. Nothing interesting in here. Let's see, I don't think we can get to that one store yet. So we're already in the House of Skulltula. There's nothing in the other house behind it. And if we try to go in this house straight ahead, it'll say my little boy can't come out right now. And if we try to go in here, it'll be a carpenter just kind of blocking our way because it's the boss's house. And he won't move. So I think that's it. Let's see here. What if I try to go in here? Nope, that's the little boy. In the graveyard's house. Now there is a place that we could enter back here, I believe. I don't know if we can enter it yet. Let's see, is that at the doorway there? Yeah, we probably could. Okay. But first things first, we're going to rescue this lady's chickens. So she has 7 that have flown the coop, so to speak. So all you want to do is you want to run up and grab the cuckoo, the chicken. And you could just throw this one in the pen. However, first things first, I'm going to do is I'm going to screw up horribly. So you notice how the cuckoo, you can float with it? Well, if you hit it just right, you'll land on the other side of that grate, or that fence, and it's the only way to get there in the game. So, of course, we'll try this again. Hopefully I'll do it on the second try. Okay. That should be good. Yeah, there we go. So there we go. I landed on the edge, picked up the cuckoo, and now we'll just throw him off the edge and let him squawk around. So now we will go into... Nope. Can't go to the potion shop yet. Oh well. Okay. Now there's 2 chickens that we have to get by using that trick. This actually... Nope. What am I doing? This first one I'm going to grab right here. Come here, dummy. Now there's a hole right there. You don't want to drop down it because all that's there right now is a fish swimming in a pond and 20 rupees. We might go back there eventually. Huh. What's this up here? But we don't need the fish right now. We'll need it eventually though. I didn't go up. I don't think I've ever gone up this way. Let's see. Anything interesting? Nope, just the back entrance to the boss's house. That's all. Okay. So I'm going to climb this tall ladder right here because there's a chicken up here. So I'll pick him up. Now remember, we had to pick one up and fly over here. You can either land on the edge of the fence, or sometimes you can actually land on the other side. And then we had to climb up here after throwing the chicken that was back behind the fence on the other side. We have to pick this one up, and we'll float down. Don't land in the water. You can see the 2 cuckoos right there. So we'll just go ahead and we'll chuck this one in there. So we got 6 more to go. We got these 2 pretty ones lined up right here. Do. 5 to go. Here, dummy. And it's pretty simple once you figure out where they all are. Just run up, pick up the chicken, just throw it in the pen. Okay. Okay, so that's 4 to go. Huh, that's funny. I know we're through... Oh, that's right. Okay. So you can see there's a cuckoo, a chicken, up there that we can't get up there, but what we can do is we can use a cuckoo to get up there. And there's one of the cuckoos, or the chickens, is right here at the beginning, so I'm going to run all the way back here to get him. Come here. Gotcha. Okay, now we're going to run all the way back. So it's not hard, it can be a little annoying just figuring out where you have to go if you haven't done it before. But like I said, this is a walkthrough. I'm showing you what to do. So you can either use this to solve it yourself, or you can just relax and say, I'll listen to this guy with the incredibly nasally stuffed up voice from New York play the game. Okay, so you want to run up to this spot where we got one of our Gold Skulltulas. Just jump off the edge, you'll float with the cuckoo, and you can chuck that one off the edge, pick this one up. Oh, wow, he dropped down. I've actually never done that. Okay. So he's flapping around, so chase after him. Come here. Okay, so we'll pick him up. Run all the way back. 3 to go. Luckily now I know where all 3 are. I hope this one didn't run all the way back. Okay, good, he's still there. So we'll go pick this guy up. And we'll run him back. And only two to go, so not that bad. And if you forget how many you need, you can talk to her. So the other 2, she'll tell you how many you need. Now before we get the last 2, there is one thing I want to show you. This rock right here. You can pick this rock up, and you can see bugs scuttling around. There will always be bugs there, and we're going to need bugs for collecting Gold Skulltulas, so just remember that. Let's talk to this guy real quick. He's the carpenter. Ippa hired him and his workers to improve and make the village a city. But they don't have ambition, they just want to go play. Yep, just running around aimlessly through the village, not doing anything. Okay, and if you talk to the workers, they'll say the boss works him hard, and something about us just being a kid. Okay, so that's it for now. You do have to remember him, because he will be part of a side quest later in the game. So let's see here. The other chicken that I need is up here. So we'll just gracefully glide off the edge here. And we'll run over to the pen and chuck him in here. So there's one more cuckoo to go, and you can search the whole town and you won't find him. However, stop lagging, computer. If you run over here, you can check that, and you might even hear a chicken clucking. So you just run in, smash the box, and there he is. Come here. Well, first we'll find out what Navi's saying. Yeah, I know. It's somewhere on Death Mountain. That's exactly where we're going once we pick up this goddamn chicken. Come here, fucker. Okay. So that's the last chicken, or cuckoo. And chuck him in the pen, and that should be all 7, so now we'll go talk to this lady. Ah, no problem at all. Huh. Goosebumps aren't allergies, number 1. And number 2, if you have allergies, maybe you shouldn't be a dumbass and, I don't know, not raise chickens. But whatever. Now we get our second empty bottle. So, you could go all the way back to the Lost Woods and put a fairy in it. But, like I said, we got this rock over here. Which, of course, I smashed, so now it's gone. That's smart by me. We'll take care of that in a minute. Okay, so now that we got our second empty bottle, all that's left to do is a couple things in the graveyard. So we have to do the graveyard at night, unfortunately, because we need Dompy schlumping around. So we'll talk to the clock soldier. So it's 6 in the morning. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is what he says if you talk to him during the day. Yeah, I know. I know. Come on. Oh. Dude, I don't care. I know where I'm going. I have the king's permission. I have the shield on my back, in case you can't see. Okay, so we're gonna run out here. I'm gonna play the sun song. It should take it. It'll probably take it to midnight, but we'll see. Can't remember if it does midnight and noon, or if it just advances at 12 hours. So you can see it quickly became night. Hopefully it's 6. Hopefully it's 6:20. Well, or 6:30. We'll see. You gotta say this every time at night. Yeah, we want to go to the graveyard. You know, if you would just tell me what time it is, because I don't have a watch. Okay, so I guess it does actually just advance at 12 hours. So I was mistaken earlier. It's not, doesn't do noon and midnight. It advances time 12 hours. Okay, so that's good. It's 6:25, so we can head back to the graveyard. And if you follow this so far all the way through, what you really could do if you wanted to is you could go and fill up your rupee bag to 200, because like I said, sometimes this, even though you dig in all the spots, the heart just doesn't appear, and you just have to keep doing it and doing it and doing it. But that is the last thing that we'll do. I got one more grave to drop down before we worry about the heart piece. Well, actually, what the hell? I'll have him dig this first spot. Ugh, look at that fucking ogre. Okay, so you want to move back a little bit, and you kind of want him standing on the dirt. Just go up and talk to him, and he'll say, "Do you want me to dig for 10 rupees?" Yep, we'll see what happens. Okay, so we got 20 rupees. A red rupee, it's 20 rupees. So I'll worry about him and the other spots in a minute. So this grave right here, you want to pull back. I think it's this one at least. So you're just going to grab and just pull back on it. So we want to go down there. Now just to show you, if you pull back on a grave that's not one of the ones you drop down. Yep, there's a bow. Hit me with his lantern. So stare at it with Z targeting and it'll appear. You can see it'll spin and disappear, but it'll still hit you. I'll grab those 5 or I won't. Oh no, there we go. And now we'll drop down the hole. So there's a red dead right here. I wonder if I can hit it with my fairy slingshot. Nope. So you're gonna drop down this hole, play the sun song. There he is, he's frozen. So you want a Z Targeto. What is Z Targeto? And you can see he's gonna jump up on me. So I got a button mash, and he's probably gonna actually kill me if I don't. Come on, get away, get away, get away, get away. You can probably hear the button mashing. So I think if he jumps on me once more, I'm dead. Okay. Alright, there we go. Whew. We killed him. There was a very good chance that he would have killed me there, which is why I want to show you Bottled Fairy. Bottled Fairy is key in this game. Okay, so now that we killed him, we're going to stand up here. We're going to play the sun song. Now this is that hint that was given to you by the poem. Or not the poem, after you learn the sun song, this is the hint that was given to you about leaving people where they belong or something like that. So there we go. We got a piece of heart. So that's it'll fill up our life, and that's 1 piece out of 4. And we're gonna get another piece out of 4 with Dappy's Gravedigging Tour. So now comes the fun part, and now is the part that might screw me because I got to go to work soon. So what you want to do? Just once again, you're just gonna follow him around and just have him dig every spot. And just a green rupee. Oh well, I'll take it. So here is the next plot of dirt. So you gotta wait for him to get all the way up here. And over here is one of those little mounds of dirt, and that's where I will put a bug once I capture it, and a Gold Skulltula will pop out of there. So I'm going to wait for him to stump his ass up here, and if he doesn't, if this isn't the spot, I'm just going to edit out the rest of it, of me trying to find it, because like I said, it could probably take an hour just for him over and over, and you know, you have to keep going and refilling your rupees at that spot in Hyrule Market Town, which you can see I actually did before I started this. So we'll have him dig here. Alright, and that was pretty simple. There it is. There's the heart piece. One thing I will say is that this spot seems to produce it the most. And I don't know what it was, but for some reason, when I was playing this before earlier, I had to go through that spot like 5 times. So there you see, you can get the heart piece there. Sometimes it just takes way too long. It is completely random. I've got it in other spots, so just keep walking around and go to Hyrule Market Town if you need to refill your money. And in fact, at the end of this video, I'll show you a way to get 60 rupees the easy way. Okay. So I got my empty bottle here, so I'm going to pick up this rock, quickly throw it, and snatch, use the C button. I got a bug in a bottle. So we're going to run back to the graveyard. Just running. And this will be Gold Skulltula number 14. It'll be the last Gold Skulltula token we'll get this episode. Run into the graveyard. Run up here. Yeah, these little patchy areas, they're also where you put something called a magic bean that we'll get fairly soon. So you just want to upside down the bug, quickly grab one to refill your bottle, and if you look, you might have seen there, the bugs are just burrowed into the hole, and after a short amount of time, a Gold Skulltula pops out, which is the hint that the father gave us about looking at certain mounds of dirt. And that's Gold Skulltula token number 14. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to run over to Hyrule Market Town, and I'm going to show you a quick way to make 60 rupees, like I said, the easy way. I'm going to edit it out, so I will meet you guys over at Market Town, and I'll show you what you do. Okay guys, I'm back. You can see it's daytime and I'm standing on the drawbridge in front of Hyrule Market Town. Now I just want to show you this trick because it's an easy way to get rupees, especially for this upcoming part. Like I said, Dompy can take a hell of a lot of time just to find this stupid piece of heart, and later in the game we'll have to buy magic beads from this kid, and they go up 10 rupees every time you buy one. So you might need to use this trick a couple times. So you know that we can run in there and go to the room on the right to smash all the pots and get rupees. But what also we can do now that we have the Sun Song, we could do it earlier. It's just easy with the Sun Song. So you can see I'm actually standing up on the chain of the drawbridge. I'm going to play the Sun Song real quick. Change it from day to night, and you're going to see the drawbridge is going to pull up. But you notice how we're still standing on the chain. And it actually doesn't knock us off. So what you can do is you can walk over to the wooden part of the drawbridge right here, and just walk across it. And there you can pick up 3 red rupees that are worth 20 each, so that's 60 rupees. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand on the chain, play the Sun Song again, make it daytime, and I'm going to let it lower me back down, and I will head back over to Kakariko Village. And I will meet you guys at the village. Okay, so we're back in Kakariko Village, and I just realized I've been calling it wrong all episode. It's Kakariko Village. Okay, I'll try to remember it, but I've been calling it Kakariko since, you know, this game came out, so I'm probably going to keep calling it the wrong name. And good thing I only have a couple people watching this, otherwise everyone would be just crucifying me about the name of the town. Okay, so we'll run up, we'll talk to this guy. The road is closed, only certain people can go up. Oh, we're just a kid, we can't read. Ha ha ha. Okay. So, remember a couple episodes, we got that letter? You just Z-target the guard, present it to him. Oh. Well, let's see. Okay. To save Hyrule. Yeah, keep laughing, ass bag. It's not a game. Yeah, he's gonna call us Mr. Hero and laugh at us the rest of the game. So the gate will clear, and now we can head up Death Mountain Trail. But now that we've done these things in the game, yeah, he's even telling us we need a proper shield. Even though I'm wearing the Hylian Shield, he's still telling me to go to the bazaar and they can sell the Hylian Shield. Yeah, you'll get a discount. Yeah, it's 80 rupees. Some discount. You don't need it, but you really should get it. Okay. So now he's going to ask us a favor, and this is a side quest of the game. Basically, now that we've completed certain tasks in the game, the Happy Mask shop is open, and there's 4 masks that we need to sell to people in the world. As it happens, we've already seen the 3 that we need to sell them to, and we'll come across the 4th one in due time. And he says his little boy wants something called a key something mask, which is the key in mask. So we will take care of that, but I'm probably not going to do it right after this episode. I'm probably going to do all the Happy Masks as their own special episode. Okay. Did you say anything else interesting? Yeah, a present for your kid. Yeah, present for your kid that you'll wear the rest of the game. But that's all for this episode. Next episode, we're finally going to head up Death Mountain Trail and go to Goron City and start, maybe even start the dungeon for the next spiritual stone. So, as always, guys, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, you can hit that thumbs up and ask me any questions and I'll answer them. See you guys later.